Jewish people can cancel people. When they get mad, they get together, they unify, they cancel somebody if they want to cancel them. Black people, we're kind of like, we might be mad at you for about 2 weeks. And then if you, give us some money or something, like we'll forget all about it. Or if you say something that's slick and cool, then we might look past it. And I really think that it's interesting that when you talk about the Grammys, I'm expected to care about what the Recording Academy thinks about an artist when it's been proven that they are racist. I mean, how in the hell are you going to give out 60-something Album of the Year awards and only 11 of them be given to Black people? That is insane to me. Look at this. They said there also, let's see, there have been several Best Album wins that have been questioned, including Beyonce's loss in 2015 to Beck for Album of the Year and her subsequent 2017 Album of the Year loss to Adele. Other cited examples include Michael Jackson's Off the Wall, Prince's 1999 failing to be nominated, Frank Ocean's Channel Orange losing to Mumford & Sons, Kendrick Lamar losing Album of the Year, Best Hip Hop Album to Daft Punk, I barely know who Daft Punk is, and Macklemore in 2014 and his defeat to Taylor Swift in 2016. Others have argued that non-white artists mostly win in smaller racialized categories. Beyonce has 18 of her 22 within genre-specific categories, such as rap or R&B, categories that are primarily dominated by people of color. So they kind of, it sounds like they've ghettoized. They've created kind of a musical ghetto where they put all the Black artists together and let them compete with each other. That's kind of what they do in a lot of other areas of life. When I was at Syracuse University on the faculty, that's what they did. They wouldn't actually promote any Black people to the top spots in the entire university. They would pick a section that could be like African American studies, and then they would let Black people kind of run their little section. It'd be kind of like the Negro section of the school. I don't know if they still do it like that now. I don't know, but I remember picking that out and pointing that out to them, and they didn't like it very much, right? But the point of the matter is that I kind of think you got to really understand the value of your attention, right? When you pay attention to something, you're legitimizing that thing, whether you like it or not. Like, and I know, for example, one area where I can prove to you that we ourselves are actually white supremacists is this. How many of you have ever heard somebody say, yeah, if a white person calls me the N-word, I'm going to jail that day. I'm gonna beat his ass that day. If that man or some toothless redneck comes up and calls you the N-word, you ready to fight? You ready to embarrass yourself in front of your kids? You ready to lose your job? You ready to lose your freedom? You ready to catch a case because he called you a name? And I get that, right? I used to feel that way too when I was younger, but then I was like, why in the world would I give some idiot, toothless redneck the power to ruin my life by simply calling me a word? Where in the world does his opinion of me even matter? Why in the world am I reacting so much to what he thinks about me? Well, a lot of it's because integration made you become kind of a fiend for white acknowledgement. You need white people to tell you that you're special. If they don't tell you that you're special, then you don't feel special at all. You tend to acknowledge and pay attention to Black people who've been validated by white people. I can't tell you how many Black people didn't respect what I had to say about economics and finance until they found out that I was on the faculty at Syracuse University. Then when they find out that Syracuse University acknowledged me and that I've been on CNN and MSNBC and all these other white-owned networks, then suddenly it's like, oh, suddenly the things I say make sense. Suddenly what I say has value. But before that, when I was just a Black man with some things to say, it didn't matter to you, right? And again, this is our training. This is what we're trained to do. I don't understand for the life of me why you got all these artists that are world famous that don't just create their own award show and say F you to the Grammys. You no longer have the ability to evaluate Black talent. You no longer have the right to do that. We're not going to let you do that. We're going to judge and evaluate ourselves, and we're going to evaluate each other. And you're not even invited to the party. I have no idea why they haven't done that.